Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please be sure to check out the rest of the content, and if you like what you see, subscribe. So as you guys can see from the title, we have a story time. If you guys have not checked out my socials, what are you doing? Definitely, my Instagram is going to be in the description box down below. I hope you guys like this video. I'm not gonna ramble. Let's go ahead and give the video a thumbs up before we start the video. So just stop what you're doing, and give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you are already subscribed to the channel, turn on your post notifications and make sure that your post notifications are turned on, because sometimes YouTube be automatically turning it off, so you guys are notified whenever I post. So let's get started. Boom. Here's my little disclaimer for you guys before I start the story time. I have already told this story time before, but I did not go into detail because I was like basically doing a compilation of different Ulta story times into one, and I just told it really quick. I did not go into detail about what happened. I didn't go into detail about everything. Like, I just told kind of like the you know how you about to watch a movie and then you see the description of the movie. That's basically what I did with that story time. So I always told myself that I was going to retell that story again in greater detail of what happened, because till this day I still think about that lady and I'm like, where are you? Like, I still low-key might want to catch my fade with you, because you had me oh so messed up that day. Like, she had me messed up that day. And I know sometimes I tell Ulta story time and then I just stop out of nowhere. But if you guys, I don't know how y'all feel about my Ulta story times. Like, I never hear you guys say like, oh, I want Ulta story times. Y'all always be like, y'all either want my dating story times, or y'all always be like, y'all want my bullying story times, but y'all never tell me whether y'all want my Ulta story times or not. So you guys let me know down below. If you guys don't know, I used to work at Ulta. If you guys want Ulta story times, y'all let me know down below, because I have some more Ulta story times. I never really know if y'all want them or not. But this is the time where me and this customer, we almost got into it, y'all. Like, we almost fought. Like, it was epic. It was crazy. And yeah, so we're gonna get straight into it. So boom. It's actually so crazy how the devil works. All jokes aside, like, it's actually so crazy how the devil works. The days where everything is going fine for me were the days where people will come into that store and decide to try me. Let me set the scenery for y'all. It was early in the morning and I was working truck. If you guys do not know what truck is, it's basically when you work a shipment, when you work a shift, basically when truck comes and they basically give you products for the week, and then you have to work that shift and you basically have to push the products out onto the floor. Now, around this time, my job, they used to switch truck. Sometimes truck would be in the morning, sometimes truck would be at night. So basically a truck shift will be, let's say a truck shift is at night, right? Ulta usually closes at 9 p.m, right? A truck shift will be from 9 p.m. to, I think it was from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m, I think, or 4 a.m. That was like an overnight truck shift. Sometimes Ulta would not do a truck shift at night and they would do truck shifts in the morning. A morning truck shift would be like from 4 p.m. to, 4 a.m. to, I think 4 a.m. to kind of like when you're done. Whenever it came to truck shifts in the morning, it was really no, like, they would give you a schedule and they'll be like, oh, you have a truck shift from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m, right? Like, if 10 a.m. came and you weren't really done with your truck, I mean, you could go home, but for the most part, whenever truck shifts kind of went into the morning, people just stayed, because, you know, the store is open. Like, you know, people just went. And then whenever you did a truck shift, you did not have to wear no uniform. You could just wear whatever you want to wear. Because nobody's in the store, you know what I mean? So if you wanted to wear biker shorts, you could wear biker shorts. If you wanted to wear whatchamacallit, like, you could just wear whatever you want to wear, because it's not really like a real shift. It's really just a shift where you putting stuff out on the floor. And if you guys have ever worked retail, then you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, right? So I ain't gonna lie, I used to avoid truck at all costs. I used to avoid truck, bitch. I used to lie. I used to say, my mama doesn't allow me to be out at night. Bitch, I'm lying that night. I'm at the club. Well, did I used to go to the club around that time? No, I didn't used to go to the club. But I'm at parties and stuff, I'm whoop, that, hey, whoop, that. I'm lying, my mom did not care about me being out at night. I just did not used to like to do truck because truck used to interfere with my nighttime activities. So I used to lie to my managers and I used to be like, my mom said I can't do truck. And they used to get so mad at me, y'all. They used to get so mad at me. It was only a couple of times where I did truck. I'm gonna talk about it later on because I have more story times with other managers and stuff like that. I have story times about other managers, so I'm gonna talk about them later on. And then I'm gonna talk about truck, and I'm gonna talk about why I hated truck. Because the thing when it came to Ulta and truck is like whoever your manager was is who made the shift fun. So if you had like a cool manager that was just like, you know, just get your shit done, like just get your work done, then it was a cool shift. But there were certain managers that were like micromanagers. They were like, oh, you can't talk to other coworkers. And I'm just like, why can't we talk to other coworkers? No customers are in the store. It's literally just us. How come we can't talk to each other? Like, it was some managers that were micromanagers. And then I had this one guy manager that was a big micromanager. And so ever since I worked truck with him, I just always avoided it at all costs. So I never worked truck. Now, even though I never worked truck, they used to have me sometimes come in the morning. Let's say, don't quote me on it, y'all, because I don't really remember. But I think Ulta opens, what time does Ulta open? Ulta opens at 10, right? There will be times where Ulta will open at 10 a.m. What Ulta will do for me is they will make me come in at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. And they will make me do truck with the girls before the store opens. So my shift will be like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 8 a.m. to sometimes 12, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Those type of shifts, right? But on this particular day, my shift was 8 a.m. to like 2 p.m. I think. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, it was like a 8 a.m. to a 2 p.m. type of shift. So on those type of days, I was, if you guys don't know, I was like such a good cashier at Ulta. Like, baby, I could get you to rat your mama out. I'm so serious. I could sell a product, sell anything at Ulta. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I was really good. Like, I know how to talk, So they always had me at the cash wrap, like basically selling products, selling credit cards. Like, I was like always the highest when it came to those type of things, right? So I knew that whenever, and that's another thing. Whenever I told them I didn't want to work truck, they felt some type of way, but they were just like, I mean, this girl's a good cashier, so shit, we just gonna let her go to the front and be a cashier anyways, Knew for a given fact that I was gonna be a cashier that day, but I also knew that because I was coming in at 8 and the store opened at 10, that I probably most likely was gonna be doing truck for about a good 2 hours before the store opened. So on those days where I had those shifts, I could not wear whatever I want. Like, I had to wear my uniform, you know what I mean? Like, I had to wear my uniform because as soon as 10 o'clock hit, or as soon as 10:30ish kind of hit, I had to go to the cash register and start checking people out. Keep that in mind. Also, I used to hate that because when you are a truck girl, you're trying to get shit done. Like, you're trying to fix your stuff. You're trying to get stuff done. You're trying to get whatever assignment they gave to you, whatever remodeling of the store that they gave to you, you're trying to finish it. Not like a penalty if you don't finish it, but like, you don't want to put the job on somebody else. You don't want to put it on somebody else because then that other person kind of feels the type of way, right? So when I came in, I had to work on an end cap. And if you guys walk into Ulta, you guys see that there's sometimes these big, tall, like, end caps. These big tall end caps in the middle of the store that is like selling like half stuff on sale. I had to work on that. And I remember it was like a holiday type of season because I remember I was like making holiday, basically building holiday end caps and all that stuff. Mind you, I'm in my uniform. Now when 10 o'clock hit, I'm like, okay, I'm not done with this end cap at all because this end cap was a lot of work. And it wasn't just one end cap, it was several end caps that I had to do. And it was basically me just taking a whole bunch of different products and putting it on this one end cap. And it's very tedious. If you, like I said, if y'all work retail, especially if y'all work makeup retail, then y'all know working clothing retail and working makeup retail is two different ball games. You know what I mean? Like, it's two different ball games. 10 o'clock hit, customers are always at the front door. Like, bitch, customers be at the front door at 9:55. They didn't wait. Like, so as soon as we unlock the door, customers start walking in. So as customers are walking in, I get on the headset and I'm like, hey, I'm not done with my end cap, but Customers have already started walking in. Can I go to the cash register? My manager wanted me to finish that end cap. Like, she did not, like, she was not really too much worried about me going to the cash register. So she was like, look, she got back on the thing and she was like, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna check people out since the store is not that packed, because y'all know the store just opened. So she's like, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna check people out since the store is not that packed. My main focus is just you finishing that end cap. She said, of course, if customers ask you for help, help them. She said, but like, don't worry about checking people out. Like, worry about finishing that end cap. So I said, I got back on the thing and I said, okay. My back is to the door of Ulta. Like, my back is not facing Ulta. My back is facing Ulta. My front is not facing Ulta. So I cannot see anybody that comes in. Of course, when the door opens, I say, hey, welcome in, like, good morning, this and that. Remember I told you guys, I was in such a good mood that day. I don't know what it was. I probably was talking to a nigga at the time. I don't know what it was. I probably was in a good relationship at the time. Like, you know, like a good, like not a relationship, because I haven't been in a relationship since high school, y'all. Y'all know what I mean. Like, you know what it is when you talking to a new guy and everything is going well. You know, I probably was talking to a new guy at the time and everything was going well. And I don't know what it was, but I was in such a good mood. Like, when customers were walking past me, I'm like, good morning, ma'am, how are you? Like, I'm talking to everybody, y'all. That's not how I was at Ulta. Ulta customers were atrocious. They used to get on my nerves, y'all. They did a lot. So for me to be up here talking to everybody, asking everybody how they doing and stuff, y'all, I was on cloud 9. Like, I was actually feeling good. I'm working, I'm doing my own little thing. Like, I'm working, I'm asking customers, do you need help? They're like, no, I don't need help. I'm like, all right, if you need help, come up to me. They're like, okay, babe. Like, everybody is nice, everything is cool, right? The devil. Oh, the devil knows how to work. The devil knows how to work. The devil knows how to work. This lady comes, and at this time I end up fixing one side of the end cap, and then I move my body and I position it to the other side of the end cap. So now my shoulder is to the door of Ulta. So now I can see who comes in at this point. This lady walks in. She's like about 5'6". She's skinny. She's a white lady. She has like a cap. She has on athletic gear. You could tell that she probably just came from running. She has blonde hair. You could off rip tell she has lip fillers. She has a nose job. She has a Botox. Like, her Botox is on 10. And when I say her Botox is on 10, her Botox is on 10. You could tell she has cheek filler. You could tell that she has a nose job. You could tell that she has a lip filler. But you could tell that she's not one of those like baddie, you know, those girls who have their face done and it gives off like baddie aesthetic. No, she looks like one of those like white women back in the days before we really got into touching our face in Botox. Like, one of those white women back in the days that used to touch their face, that like she still looks like a white woman, but you could just tell that she manipulated her face, right? She walks in. She looks like she just came from working out. She looks irritated. Like, she looks so mad. She looks to the cashier area. Nobody's at the cash wrap. Nobody's at the cash wrap because nobody's in line. Like I told y'all, the store just opened. So people shopping around. Nobody is in line. So she looks at the cash wrap. She kind of goes like you can see it on her face. So you know me, y'all. I'm still in my little good mood. I'm not thinking nothing of her attitude, like, all jokes aside. Did I know she had an attitude? Yes. But was I in a good mood and was I gonna let her ruin my day? No. So I went up to her. I literally stopped everything I was doing. I chopped everything on the ground and I went up to her and I'm like, hey ma'am, like, how are you? Like, I'm smiling and everything and I'm like, how may I help you? Because I could tell that she needed help. She's like, I got an order. Now, if you guys do not go to Ulta, or if you guys, I don't know, if you guys don't shop at Ulta, if you guys don't work at Ulta, then you guys might not know about this order pickup type of ordeal. Basically, an order pickup, it's like curbside. It's like basically going to get your groceries and then you sit at curbside. But for Ulta, you have to come inside. So basically, there's this area in Ulta where you could say, oh, I have an order pickup. And we get orders in through our phone, and when we get orders in, we go around the store and we pick up your order, and then we basically roll it up and we put it into cubbies for designated names. So like, let's say your last name starts with an A, your order pickup is gonna be in the area that starts with an A. So I'm like, okay, what's your name? I don't know what this lady thought I told her, but she got mad, and I'm looking like, why are you mad at that? Like, babe, what's your name? Like, what's your name? Like, let's just say her name was Irene, which her name could never be Irene because Irenes do not act like that. But let's just say that her name was Irene. So I'm like, yes, ma'am, what's your name? She's like, Irene. Like, she said it just like that, y'all. And I kind of looked at her like, okay. Like, I was so confused, y'all. I was so confused. I'm like, what's going on? So at this point, I'm not really paying any mind to her. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need your ID. What are you gonna need my ID for? Like, what are you gonna need my ID for? Now, at this point in time, when me and her start talking, the line starts like building up. One thing about Ulta lines is that they build up quick. Like, it will literally go from being nobody in line to 10 people in line. And that's what happens. So people just start coming. So when she's asking me, what do you need my ID for? What do you need my ID for? I get on my headset and I end up telling my manager, hey, the line is getting built up. You need to come and check people out. She taps on the table. I'm talking to you. Ah! No, you're not. No, you're not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I know I said that I'm in a good mood, but babe, we're not gonna do that. So at this point, y'all, at this point, my niceness is kind of dwindling down, okay? I'm beginning to, you know, I'm beginning to come back down to, I'm beginning to come back down from my high. And I'm beginning to look at her like, who are you talking to? Y'all, you know the funny thing? Still in a good mood. Didn't say nothing to her. Didn't curse her out, because I should have cursed her out. Because who are you tapping the table at? Mind y'all, I know some of y'all might be watching this story thinking there's no way this happened. Y'all don't know the half of it. One thing, I've worked at many retail. I worked at clothing retails. I worked at makeup retails. I worked at fast food restaurants. And I tell you, makeup retails has the worst customers. They have the worst customers. Customers in makeup retail feel entitled. And if you guys have ever worked at a makeup retail store, then you guys will advocate for me down below. They feel very entitled. Like, this is normal. Like, this is what they do all the time. This is how they act all the time. Like, this is just what they do, you know? At this point, she taps. I don't say nothing to her. I don't say don't tap, nothing. I'm just looking like, so I'm like, yes, ma'am. Like, now I have an attitude. Like, I have an attitude, yeah, because like, why would you tap the table like that? Why do I need to give you my ID? I already told you my last name. Well, you need to give me your ID because at the end of the day, we need to make sure that it's you. Like, we have to identify that it's you. I'm just supposed to come up here and steal a fucking package? She curses, y'all. She says, so I'm just supposed to come up here and steal a fucking package? And I'm like, ma'am? I said it just like that. I'm like, ma'am, nobody's saying that you're stealing a package. I said, I just want to make sure that it's you. And then on top of that, the last name that she had was so complicated. Like, it wasn't like Alex, or it was a very complicated last name. And it was hard for me to look for her package because when she told me her last name, she was being very monotone and her voice was very low. So you could tell that like she didn't even really want to give me her last name for real. So that is another reason why I wanted to see her ID, because I'm like, I'm looking for this package and I can't find it because I don't know your last name for real. Then on top of that, we need to identify it's you. So she starts yelling, talking about, so I'm supposed to come up here and steal somebody's package? I'm looking like that happens all the time. Like, literally, y'all, and not even just that. People literally steal people's identity on Ulta all the time. People hack into people's identity on Ulta. People, purchase stuff on their account, and then people go to the store and pick up the package. That happened to me. That happened to me, y'all. Somebody went and bought a Pandora perfume, a Pandora Paradox perfume. And if I didn't get the email from Ulta, she would have got away with it and they would have charged my account. And then she went to the Ulta store to go pick it up. What she did was she hacked into my account. She switched my name to her name. She switched everything around. Then she went to Ulta to go pick it up. But I hurried up and called the location that she was trying to pick it up from. So by the time she got to that location, they rejected her. But if I didn't know and if I didn't see that, she would have got that perfume and they would have charged my account. You know what I mean? She used my Ulta points because y'all know I'm always at Ulta. Like, I have so much money built up at Ulta. You can literally buy a perfume at Ulta and I would still have points left over. You know what I mean? I usually save up my points and then I just like splurge on it all at once. Like, I buy something really big at once. So she literally went to go use all my points and go to Ulta to go buy a perfume. And if I did not see the email, because I got an email from Ulta saying thank you for your purchase of a Paradox perfume. I'm like, sis, when have I ever went to go buy a Prada Paradox perfume? Bitch, afterwards, I had to go buy the Paradox perfume. Bitch, let me show y'all. Y'all think I'm playing? Let me show y'all. Bitch, right after she stole from me, bitch, I went to go buy mine too, because I had to see what the hype was about, that this bitch had to log into my shit and steal. I had to see. After I smelled it, I said, I see why you tried to steal. And I found her information, and I went and messaged her ass on Instagram. But that's not the story. Y'all see how I be getting off topic? Y'all see how I get off topic? Off topic. But anyways, like, it happens, basically. Just long story short, to say the least, it happens. It happens more likely than you think. I'm just saying, I need to identify that it's you, and I need to know your last name. She says, my last name is, and she says her last name again. So I go inside the cubby area, and I'm looking. Mind you, my head is down, y'all. This area to get the packages are like on like really, really low. So at this point, I'm looking, and she's like, here. And she basically, like, let's just say, this is not a good thing, but let's say this is her ID, right? I'm looking down. She goes, here. Strike two. Strike two. One more strike and you're out. You're out. You're out. Because why would you put your dirty ass ID on top of my head? Why would you do that? And I don't know if she was trying to, like, I don't know whether she was trying to do it on purpose. I don't think she tried to do it on purpose. I think she was so irritated with the situation that, like, she accidentally did it. But it's like, I don't care. Like, don't put your dirty ass ID on top of my head like I'm a dog. So she ends up putting it, she's like, here, here. Then she hurries up and she takes it off and she slams it on the table. And she's like, here, here, here. And so I get it. I get the ID. I'm irritated, y'all. I'm literally like telling myself in my head, Irene, calm down. Now at this point, my manager ends up walking to the front. She's checking people out. Nobody really knows what's going on because people not really paying us no mind. Because even though this lady has an attitude, she's not loud. Like, she's not screaming or nothing. She's very, like, quiet. So nobody really knows that we have a situation going on. And honestly, I wasn't trying to make it an issue. I just wanted to give her her package and let her leave. And so at this point in time, my manager comes up to the front and she ends up checking people out. So I end up looking at her ID, and all of nowhere she says, oh my God, can you read? Can you hear or what? I already told you several times what my last name is. Like, how dumb can you be? Y'all, I always gotta tell y'all this. I always have to tell y'all this because when I tell my story times out, I like to give great details so you guys could so you guys could feel like you're there watching what's going on. But just know all this happened quick. It's not like this lady kept telling me what her name was and I kept getting it wrong. Let me first tell y'all, the first time I asked her what her last name was, she said it very low. She didn't want to give me her last name. She said it very, very low. And then on top of that, she had a very complicated ass last name. Like, the last name that she had, she couldn't even be afforded to be saying it low like that. The second time, she did not even want to give me her ID. So she did not want to give me her ID. She started arguing with me about why she got to give up her ID. The third time, she put the ID on top of my head. The fourth time, I'm just looking, y'all. Can I look? Like, she didn't even give me more than 3 seconds to look. Like, I literally looked, and then, like, as I'm looking at her ID, I'm rummaging through the packages. So it's not like I'm just sitting up there like I'm reading a bedtime story. No, like, I'm really looking and I'm rummaging through the packages because I'm trying to get her up out of there, because I can tell that she have an attitude. And even though I'm getting irritated, I'm thinking to myself, you're not about to ruin my day. Like, you're just not about to ruin my day. Like, I'm having such a good day. I'm having such a positive day, and you're just not gonna ruin my day. But after that, y'all, like, I just lost it. Nope, like, I'm over it. No. So I told her, I said, ma'am. So now at this point, y'all, the nice, you know, the voice that you put on when you go to work, that it went out the window. All that is out the window. What they say, to the window, to the wall. All ski skeet up. Oh yeah. Yeah, that it went out the window. I'm no longer nice at all. I'm not yelling now. I'm not yelling. I'm still at work, y'all. I'm not yelling at her. And I'm not like in a very mean manner, but I'm just not talking with the voice, you know, your work voice. Everybody has a work voice. I'm not talking with that anymore because it's like you're being rude. So at this point, I'm like, well, ma'am, I'm looking for the package because I said your last name is very different. And mind you, it's a lot of packages with the last name letter A. So it's not just her shit sitting there. It's so many different packages. Well, if you don't know how to do your job, you shouldn't even be here. So now everybody's looking. Everybody's looking at us. The manager's looking, and the manager ends up tapping me. She's like, what's wrong? So I told the manager, I'm like, you can take her package. I don't want to do her package anymore. She's been giving me attitude since before you came up here. I'm just gonna check out the person that basically my manager was already checking someone out. So I told my manager I'm gonna just check her out. Mind you, I didn't really say much. I just said she hasn't been happy with me from the beginning. I'm just gonna check out that. That's what I said. I said something along those lines. Nothing crazy, right? This girl says, F you fat bitch. Mind y'all, the line is long. The line is long. So when she said that, everybody is looking. And everybody's like. So I'm looking like, you really mad because of a package? So at this point in time, my manager is confused. So my manager pushes me. Like, she kind of like pushes me far away from her. Because my manager knows. Like, everybody at my job knew that I was one to pop off. So my manager wins and she pushes me far away. And she's like, ma'am. She's like, it's no need for the cursing. I'm going to hurry up and get your package. So she's like, nah, fuck that shit. Like, y'all, she's going off, y'all. She's like, fuck that shit. This fat ass bitch, you fat, what did she call me? I think she called me a fat cunt. I remember that. She called me a fat black cunt. That's what she called me, y'all. Fat black cunt. This lady was racist, y'all. So at this point in time, I'm like, well, what you trying to do? You trying to go out and fight or what? Cause like, y'all, like, bitch, the niceness that went out the window. Like, you're disrespectful as hell. Everybody is looking at us. Like, everybody in the line is looking at us and everybody's just watching us go back and forth. I'm not gonna argue with you pretty much. Like, you doing too much. If you want to fight, we can fight. And y'all gotta understand, I think at that time I was 19. I wasn't 19 at that time. I think I was 20. So like, I didn't really have like, I don't know. I would never tell a customer, oh, let's fight now that I am, you know, an adult. I'm never gonna like let my money get in the way of anything, you know what I mean? The other way around. I'm never gonna let anything get in the way of my money. But back then, bitch, I didn't care. Like, I didn't care. So I said, babe, we could go fight in the parking lot now. Y'all, she starts going off and say, so you can fucking sit on me? So you can fucking sit on me? Y'all. So I can fucking sit on her. Then she starts coming for my looks, y'all. She starts talking about your ugly ass. You're not even cute. Y'all, when I tell you the devil works hard. The devil works hard. Because for me to be on such a high that day and to be pushed all the way down like that. And it's not even 11 a.m. It's crazy. Everybody is just looking. Like, everyone is shocked. Everyone is like people's mouths are open. I'm embarrassed, y'all. This lady called me a fat black cunt so loud. Like, when I say so loud, it was so freaking loud. Might I add, the area that my Ulta was in a white area. And it wasn't in just any white area. It was in an old money type of white area. My Ulta was in an area where, like, white people used to live back in the days, like old money, oh, you got old money. My Ulta was not in the, what's that word called, gentrified area. Everybody in that area had that racist mindset. It was a lot of racism that used to go on at that store. It was a lot of microaggressions. I've had like I told you guys in all my Ulta story times, I've had customers go up to my white coworkers and tell my white coworkers that they look too good to work here. Why did they look too good to work here? I don't know. I had customers go and say that they don't want me checking them out, and then they go and they point at the white girl that I'm next to and they say they want her checking them out as instead. Like, I've had a lot of microaggressions and racism at Ulta from customers because that area is racist. You could call me fat. One thing about fat people is that we have been called fat all our life. A lot of y'all be thinking that y'all be clocking that T when y'all be calling fat people fat, but y'all not really clocking nothing, because one thing about fat people is that we've been called fat all our life and we know how to really argue. We know how to really argue. Like, fat is nothing. Because after you get done calling me fat, I'm gonna say every word in the book about you and you ain't gonna like it. You know what I mean? So I just start going off on her, because the thing is, when she called me fat, I didn't even say nothing. I was just like, do you want to fight or not? But then when she started talking about that I'm ugly, I just went off on her. I said, bitch, you got your lips to look like me. I said, bitch, you have your lip. Mind you, she had a tan. I said, bitch, you got your lips to look like me. Bitch, you got a tan. I said, bitch, you're trying to adopt the black feature aesthetic, but I'm ugly. I said, no, bitch, you're ugly. I said, come to me before that cheek filler. Come to me before that nose job. Mind you, my manager is like doing this, like trying to cover my mouth. No. Like, I didn't hit my manager's hand hard, but like I literally like went like that. Like, I hit it very soft and I was like, no, like let me cook. Let me cook. Like, no, let me cook. So I'm going off on her and I'm like, come to me before your nose job. Come to me before that cheek filler. Come to me before those lips that you got to look like mine. Come to me without that ugly ass, orange ass tan, and then tell me about my looks. I said, bitch, you could call me fat all you want. Bitch, you would never look better than me. I promise y'all this lady did not look better than me, y'all. And I'm not saying this shit to hype myself up. Y'all know me, I'm very honest and I'm very transparent. If somebody look good, I'ma tell y'all. Even if I don't like the person, I'ma say that bitch look good though. That girl did not look better than me. So it's like, for you to, mind you, this lady's like a middle-aged woman. She's in her 30s. You're literally in your 30s, because I've seen her ID. You're in your 30s arguing with a 20-year-old, saying how a 20-year-old is ugly. At this point, she's like, bitch, I look better than you. Fuck out of here. I look better than you. Like, she's just going off. So the manager ends up finding her package in the process of us arguing. And the manager is basically telling me that I need to go to the back. Like, I need to leave this area and go to the back, because at this point, everybody in the store is watching. It's not just the people in the line, because the white lady is screaming. I'm not screaming, but the white lady is screaming, so everybody starts looking at us. So my manager keeps telling me, go to the back, go to the back. Please, Irene, go to the back. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your job. Go to, like, mind you, this manager, she was mad cool. She loved me. Like, when I say this manager loved me, she loved me so much, and I loved her too. So she just kept telling me, please, Irene, like, she was Hispanic, and she was like, please, like, just begging me. She's like, please go to the back. Just go to the back. I end up going to the back, because the manager's like, please, like, it's not worth your job, like, please go to the back. So I went to the back. Mind y'all, like, I'm going to the back, the lady's still talking shit, y'all. Like, she's still talking shit. She was like, fat bitch, you fucking fat bitch, fat ass bitch, yeah, fat bitch. Like, she's talking shit. Like, she's talking shit. And so I'm talking over her, like I'm walking to the back, but y'all know me, my voice is loud. So I'm like, all right, and I'm off at 2. Like, I'm off at 2. Like, whatever you want to do, boo. What did Diamond say? If you guys watch Baddies, and if you guys want, do you guys want an unpopular opinion Baddies edition? Let me know down below. For real. Let me know. Like, actually stop what you're doing right now and let me know. I'm probably gonna give it to y'all regardless, but if you guys want an unpopular opinions Baddie edition, y'all let me know down below, because I got some things to say. But it's kind of like what Diamond said. New, what do you wanna do? Like, I don't care nothing about what you saying about me being fat or none of that. Like, what you trying to do? Like, I'm off at 2. So it's just, I just keep saying that. I'm like, yup, I'm off at 2. I'm off at 2. So the lady ends up telling my manager, like, I can hear my manager saying, I gave you your package, please leave. Like, please leave. I gave you your package, please leave. So she ends up busting the door. Like, when I say all you hear is boom, like, she hit the door hard and she walked out. Y'all, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I am pissed. Not only am I pissed, I'm embarrassed. embarrassed. Like, this lady embarrassed me in front of everybody. Like, like the way she just kept like cursing at me and like, you know, it was only so much I could say to her. Like, I couldn't really read her for real, because at the end of the day, even when I was reading her, my reads were very mediocre, because I was still keeping in the back of my mind, like, I'm at work, like, I can't really read this lady for real. That's why I just kept saying I'm off at 2. Like, if you got an issue, I'm off at 2. Like, I kept saying that because it's like, I can't really say what I want to say to you because you know I'm at work. And that was what was pissing me off, because it's like, you know I'm at work and you doing this shit because I'm at work. Like, you know you won't do this shit if we on the streets. Like, you're weird. At this point, I'm just shaking, y'all. Like, I'm in the back of the break room. I'm just shaking. Like, I'm shaking. I'm about to damn near cry. And I know some people might be like, all right, you're doing a lot. Cry? No, y'all. Like, I'm about to cry. I just couldn't believe that my day got messed up so quickly like that. I couldn't believe that that's how quick my day got messed up. Like, after she did that, sorry, y'all. After she did that, my whole mood changed. Like, my whole mood was off for the rest of the day, and I just was not in the mood anymore. So, like, I was about to cry. Like, I was dead ass about to cry. Ruined my day. I'm in the break room and I'm just shaking. I'm just shaking. My manager ends up coming to the back of the break room, and she ends up asking me, like, are you good? Like, she has her hand on my shoulders and she's like, are you good? And I'm just like, I'm not good, but I don't really want to talk about it, you know what I mean? So I'm like, so she's like, yeah. And she's like, Irene, like, she said, I understand that the lady, you know, did a lot, but, you know, some of the customers in the front talking about that they're gonna call HR on you because they said no matter what she said to you, you should have remained professional. Y'all watch this whole thing play out the way it played out. And the summary that y'all have to come up with is that no matter what she said to me, I should have remained professional, which is true. Which is true. At your job, you have to be careful what you say, because if you say anything, it could cost you your entire career, even if the other person is wrong. You know what I mean? But at the same time, in the same token, why do y'all feel the need to say that y'all are gonna go call HR on me after you guys seen that this lady started with me and I just finished with her? Why do y'all feel the need to say that y'all need to go call HR on me? Now, I want to know this to the women who say they want to call HR on me. If it was a black woman who went off on a white girl up here and the white girl went back off on the black woman, would y'all have said that y'all gonna call HR on the white girl? No. But because it's a black girl who is arguing with a white woman, now y'all want to call HR. Let's call it what it is. It has nothing to do with me not being professional. It has everything to do with the two people's skin colors. It was so obvious, because y'all, if y'all see the way this lady cursed me out, there's no reason why anybody should be thinking to themselves, oh, I'm gonna go call HR on the cashier. Like, they literally all said, I understand this lady disrespected her, but she should have remained professional. You guys already admitted that this lady disrespected me, but y'all still want to go call HR on me for what? Y'all could have went and told the manager she still should have remained professional. Cool. If that's y'all's opinion, that is true. But for y'all to say, so therefore, because she did not remain professional, we're gonna go call HR on her, it's crazy. Like, y'all are just trying to get me in trouble, and that's mad weird after everything y'all seen. And the manager told me that infuriated me more. Like, mind you, I'm crying, y'all. Like, and I don't like crying in front of people. If I cry in front of you, you have really done something. Like, unless it's like something detrimental, you know, but like, if I cry in front of you because of your actions, you have really hit a number on me. And that's when I knew that, like, not to bring up Legion, but that's when I knew that the situation with Legion was getting bad when I was dating him, because I started crying in front of him. And I don't cry in front of people. Like, that's just not me. So I'm crying, but I'm trying not to make it obvious. So I'm like wiping tears and stuff. And when she told me that, it infuriated me more. Cause like, how can y'all, like why can't y'all just mind y'all business? You know what I mean? You can have your opinion, but to go as far as saying I'm gonna go call HR on her is crazy. So the manager's like, I'm gonna just need you to sit back here, calm down, collect your thoughts. She was like, just sit back here for as long as you want. She said, I'm gonna go to the front and I'm gonna check people out. She said, I really want you to calm down. She said, but as soon as you calm down, you have to come to the front because you're our only cashier at the moment. And I can't be at the front just checking people out. I have to be on the floor helping people. So she was like, but you're good, girl. Like, I'm not going to report you. She said, I saw it play out. The lady was rude. She said, if they do call HR, I am going to defend you. So I was like, thank you. So, you know, I'm just in the back. I'm angry. Like, I'm not even on my phone, nothing. I'm just staring. Like, I'm staring into, like, whatever is there. Like, I'm just staring into non-existence at this point. Sure enough, one of the ladies called HR. She went, she called. My manager defended the hell out of me, y'all. Like, my manager was not playing with that. Like, I don't even think that HR even reached out to me. That's how much my manager defended me. HR didn't even reach out to me. I can't even tell y'all what happened. All I know is that the white lady called HR and I never heard about the situation again. I just heard my manager say, oh, they called HR on you. And then a week later I heard, oh, it got handled. Like, my manager was not playing about me with that one. Like, she was not playing. She was like, we're not gonna do this. Like, that ain't what we about to do. And yes, y'all, that's basically the ending of the story. That's basically the ending of the story. I never seen that lady again. When 2 o'clock came, was she there? No. Like, ugh. Like, that lady ruined my entire shift. Like, for the rest of the shift, I was in a bad mood. I was trying my best not to take it out on the rest of the customers, and I was trying my best. Like, I kept telling myself, Irene, you were in such a good mood this morning. You can do it. Like, let's get back to your personality before she walked in through the door. But for some unknown reason, I could not get back to that mood. Like, I just was in such a mad mood after that. And yeah, I was not being rude to the customers or anything, but I wasn't in a good mood. Like, I just was not in a good mood. Like, I was very, very distraught. Some of my coworkers saw her curse me out, so they were just looking at me. And I just hate when, like, I don't know, one thing about me is I hate when I get into it with someone and then people stare at me after the fact. Like, stop looking at me, especially if it's like an hour that went by and I'm still seeing you like glance at me. Like, I don't know, it makes me mad. Like, I don't know what it is, it makes me mad. And I just kept seeing one of my coworkers like glance over at me like every 10 minutes, and it was making me so mad. But I didn't say nothing to her. But yeah, that's basically the ending of the story. I ain't never seen that lady again, y'all. She ain't wait for me at the 2. Yeah. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts below. And like I said before, if you guys want more Ulta story times, y'all let me know down below, because y'all never asked for them. So that's why I don't give them to y'all. But if y'all want more Ulta story times, y'all let me know down below. I love you guys so much. And I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.